Turn the PTO on if I remember up. But it's a little, almost a little dry already. Got quite a bit of this field done. But this end of the field, you can see there's no bales on it, and it's because it wasn't worth a crap. And I'm actually having to go a little slower than I normally do because I got some pickup teeth broke in my baler, and I haven't took time to replace them. So if I go over about 11 mile an hour, I lose. I start not picking up all the hay. So the wind must. My dad raked this yesterday morning, and the wind must have came up. I had a couple of them little funnel things, little tornado wind things, and they must have blew the hay around a little bit. But this isn't bad hay except for that hill. I think, I'm getting roughly 4 bales on a windrow, and I've got my baler maxed out right now. I can't make them any heavier, I guess. Unless I drive slower, but I'm not driving any slower. So, they're probably 1,800 pounds, and I'm getting 4 bales per windrow, and each windrow is about 30 foot worth of hay. So, but I do idle my tractor back, and once the belts start turning, I give her the onion again and we take off. And anyhow, that's kind of what we're doing here, and I think this will be the last hay that we've got unless we get some rain. I mean, this field might grow back. It is a fairly new stand of alfalfa, so it might grow back. I don't know. Time will tell, I guess. But I wouldn't hold my breath anyhow. But yeah, when we get down in this hay where it's a lot better, it doesn't take very long to get a bale at all. And I'm happy with this field. Thinking next year we might end up planting some more alfalfa, hopefully. I'm thinking anyhow. Just get a little more hay on the farm, and if we don't want it or don't need the hay, we'll just turn around and decide to sell it. If the hay market's good, or possibly sell it in a square bale. But I'm glad we didn't sell any this year without it raining. We'll probably need every bit of hay we can. I've got a pasture up north that I normally put about 55-60 cows in, and I've only got 30 up there. And I'm gonna have to bring them home earlier than normal, and we'll be feeding the one, or I was feeding the ones that were home, but they're running with my dad's cows right now. But we'll end up bringing a group home early to feed because we're gonna run out of pasture. Nothing's growing. We've been rotatingly grazing some pastures, and anticipated would be able to put cows back in the original pastures once the grass grew back a little bit. But unfortunately, the grass hasn't grown back at all in some of it. So, it looks about like this alfalfa field that I cut down to the ground. I mean, not quite that bad, but you get the point. It's not very good. It's all burned up. What was left is actually shriveled up to nothing, and it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, that's what we got going on right today. Anyhow, just baling some hay, and I laid some gravel down yesterday. I didn't make a video of that. I'll probably make a video today of my Corral progress, maybe, and go from there. I had somebody ask me how it was baling with my duals on, and I can turn pretty sharp. They really don't bother a guy. You got to be careful. You can't turn as sharp as you could without them, but I feel like I can turn plenty sharp enough with them and whatnot. You can see the lighter colored bales that are lined up where it was first cutting. There's like 171 or 170 some of them, and I don't know, it'll be interesting to see how we got. Those ones aren't as heavy as what these ones will be, because those ones I baled, it was a little bit wetter out, and I turned my pressure down because I was worried about them getting a little warm, so I wanted the air to be able to get through them. So I only ran about 1500 psi on my gauge on my baler, And right now I'm running right at 2,000 or over 2,000, whatever max out is, I guess. I can't read it from the cab very well, but it's somewhere around that 2,000 mark, I think. Whew. Tired, I got up too early this morning. But it's been good. I guess, you know, with our crop being dry and stuff, we might not have nothing to combine, so I might be bored this fall. I normally combine, you know, a couple thousand acres between, well, just me and my neighbor actually combines with me, and he combines a couple thousand, so between the two combines we combine 4,000 acres. So that's going to be missing some income if we aren't able to do that. I'm afraid of you know, might end up being a silage chopping year if the corn will get that tall. I've seen some corn already tasseling out, not on ours yet. Ours is close, but not yet. I've seen some corn tasseling out that is only about chest high, so that's not good. Not good at all, in my opinion, I guess. I don't know, if it's tasseling out when it's only 4.5 foot tall, we're gonna have some problems, I reckon. But yeah, you never know, it might turn out fine, might turn out worth combining, but I guess it is what it is. It'll either make corn or it won't. I don't think there's much for silage or hay even there if a guy would hay it until it starts putting on corn. I think most of the corn plant's mostly water, I think. Because I've never ran into a situation where I'm worried about it not making corn. It's always made something worth of corn. That window got screwed up a little, but I guess, oh well. But yeah, I could go one more gear faster. I'm running in 14th gear. For you guys with a Magnum, I got 42-inch tires on, and I'm running in 14th gear at 1,000 PTO speed for my engine RPM. Or my PTO speed. But it works good. I know people kind of tease me once in a while. I got a big enough tractor on my Baler. Well, when you're going, you know, 10 to 13 mile an hour, it takes a lot of power to just keep a bale moving. You know, pulling that weight up the hills. You know, these hills, we don't farm in real steep hills right here in this area, but you know, I have baled in some big hills, like pucker up, 4-wheel drive, spinning the tire going up the hill type stuff. Yeah. So that takes a lot of power to pull, and you don't go that fast, but it takes a lot of power just to pull the weight, and while going fast takes a lot of power just to keep it moving. So that's kind of where we're at now, I guess. I think it's gonna start cooling off. I've been a little scared to spray because of drift and stuff with it being so hot. It's supposed to cool off here one of these days, next few days, so I plan on starting to do a little bit of spraying on some soybeans. I gotta spray the corn out, volunteer corn out of the soybeans, and also I've got some kochia coming in, and hopefully that works good to get that. Some of that kochia got kind of big on me, I guess, but we'll see how it works. Hopefully it works fine, but I might end up haying all my soybeans anyhow if it don't start raining. There's plenty of time for them though. They're gonna be short, I think, for sure, but you know, it is what it is. A guy can't help it. Just gotta work with what you got. And I guess, you know, sometimes you're gonna win, sometimes you're gonna lose, but I'm pretty content with how it is. I mean, I know it's dry, but me worrying about it ain't gonna hurt anything or change anything or help. Just gonna make it so I can't sleep at night, and I guess. But I intend to make a couple more videos this week. I've got to make, I want to make the update for the cattle tank. We got some cows out in that pasture drinking from that tank now. So I want to make that video and answer all the questions on that tank that I've gotten. I've got Sometime I want to make another review video on my new Holland disc mower, my pull type one. Just because, just to go over it one more time and mention the things I like and dislike, and how my experience has been with it this year so far. I've cut quite a few acres with it. I don't even know how many, probably 600 to 800 acres probably. Sometime I'll figure it up probably before I make that video, how many acres I cut, so give you guys an idea of the time I've actually spent running it and whatnot. And then I'm going to continue to making videos on my Corral as I go. On that, I'm hoping to start pounding post in here in the next few days for that. And I think I'm going to be short on pipe, which I think some of you guys might have caught that in my first video that I made, that I didn't have a whole bunch there. But I knew I was going to be a little short on pipe when I got it. That's all we could haul on our triple axle gooseneck trailer and be legal, so that's why we only got the amount we got. And the place we get it from doesn't offer delivery, so we got to go get it. And I didn't have time to go down and get it with the semi, so I just had my dad go pick it up with the flatbed trailer, and I figured that'd be good enough to get us a start on it anyhow. But that roller, by the way, has been working excellent. The paint's coming off of it. I really like that roller. The extra weight seemed to be really helping with feeding and whatnot. I don't know if you guys will see, but you can see that I'm missing them teeth in my pickup down there. And that's why I gotta go slow today. Or slower, I guess. But hopefully the wife's getting some good drone footage. She's getting pretty good at flying that drone. She's getting way more comfortable with it. This is the spot where there's big holes. So she's getting more comfortable with it, and I think she enjoys doing it. For them, oh, she shifted up one too many gears here. So that's cool. I hope she continues to come out and film me. Makes that drone's pretty cool to have around. Go fly around, look at crops and stuff. Go see how the corn's doing, and getting pretty wild over there. But yeah, she's doing good. I hope you guys enjoy it. And I know my hay's getting a little, or my alfalfa here is getting a little dry right at the moment, but I don't know if it's gonna get any better. I don't think it'll get any better because the sun's out and it's gonna dry all day, and they're not talking a lot of humidity the next few days, so I'm thinking I'm just gonna get her done and lay the cable guy would say. Oh boy. But the other day I took my monitor out and set it on the floor, and you can see the scratch marks on there. That's from my seat bounced up and down and hit it, and I didn't see it right away. I'm really lucky I didn't break that screen out. But this New Holland Baler, it runs, I've got the option for the hydraulic kicker, and I've been really happy with it, that option. I know it costs extra money, but I feel it's way more reliable than the spring type kicker on these balers. I don't know if I'll put it on again. I don't know, it's just a lot of money. I do like it. One thing that I don't like about it, if you blow the hose, you're SOL. You're done. You can't bale without having the hose fixed. So that's one of the biggest problems with it. You can't just shut it off or limp without it just dragging on the ground the whole time. So, and I don't think dragging it on the ground would be very healthy for it, because you wouldn't be able to back up to dump the bale out because it'd be on the ground. So that's the biggest disadvantage to that hydraulic kicker. But it seems to work good on smaller bales, and on lighter bales or up and down hills. It's positive kickback of the bale, so you don't shut the door on it. I mean, you still can, but you got easier not to, I guess. But hours, she's rolling right there. Yeah. Try to get a picture of that on my phone here. I can't even see it. Yeah, I can't see it on my phone. I'll take a picture of it and put it on Instagram when I'm putting it back away. But hopefully the dust isn't bothering the camera. She's kind of on the dust side of the baler right now. It looks like she's getting some pretty good footage here of the bale coming out. I don't even know if I'll show my camera if I just use my glasses here. I don't know if I'll put them in or just use the voice, you know, to talk. Time will tell, I guess. But this field, when I cut it, this is I put the new knives in, and I also tipped the header all the way forward on my new Holland disc mower, and it done a really good job on cutting that alfalfa short. And I kind of purposely done that. I was kind of hoping that either it doesn't, I'm scared if it starts growing back right away without any rain, it's going to grow to be about 4 inches tall, and that'll be all that it grows. And it'll start blooming out and be done. So I was hoping by cutting it shorter, it would not start growing again unless there's plenty of subsoil moisture to get it going and hopefully sustain it for another decent crop. I'm not a big fan of cutting hay that's really not worth my time going over. So anyhow, that's why I cut it as short as what I cut it. But you know, some people say you cut alfalfa short, it's better for it, so I don't know. I'm not an alfalfa expert by no means, so time will tell us if my plan worked. Yeah, I don't know how I'm doing for bales, you know, per minute or whatever right now, I guess. It seems to be going all right, and she's awful low right there. That's pretty sweet that she's that low. But anyhow, I think if I do any more here, it's gonna probably be a high speed type deal, and I guess I appreciate you guys watching, and I guess I appreciate you watching, and please comment, rate, and subscribe. Bye.